Hi, my name is Ian and let's comment about the world. So, this is my first classic series, well, not my first classic series review, but this is my first William Hartnell review of Doctor Who, with the first episode ever of Doctor Who, which is An Earthly Child. I have to say though, some people are on the fence with this first episode. Well, I know some people will have a beef or two. Mainly a comment from Twitter by Comic Carol, links at doobly-doo for his webpage. Anywho, it starts off with two teachers, Ian and Barbara, discussing the very eccentric little girl named Susan Foreman and her mysterious past, because she's a genius at some things, but she's stupid at some things, until they snoop around and discover the Doctor, which is William Hartnell. Now, this episode may not be your cup of tea, but then it goes beyond that with the first part. And the second part, they go into prehistoric times. I have to say though, for a time-traveling series, Doctor Who has a bit of run-ins, because they shock you. That's what they do, they shock you. Cheers to Vanity Lambert. Anywho, I'm rambling here. They technically, Ian and Barbara were kidnapped by the Doctor and Susan in the TARDIS, and now the whole story of the Doctor Who paradigm begins. Now we start off with a prehistoric setting with cavemans. No, these are not the run-of-the-mill garden variety cavemans that we see in TV. The brutish, me Jane, you, kill. But more of an eloquent caveman, which is kind of weird. Well, they're British, they can be eloquent for all we know. British cavemen, Celtic cavemans can be eloquent for all we know. So I like, because the element is more of the historical, and because the Doctor here isn't the Doctor that some fanboys know and love, because this William Hartnell's Doctor in this first season isn't caring or saving the universe. He is just having one thing in his mind. His mind is to run away from his hometown and never get caught. Now, the two companions, Ian and Barbara, were just stowaways in his mind. And then we see him, in the few progressive episodes, you will see how the Doctor becomes the Doctor we all know and love. But this Doctor in the first episode is more of a man who is running from the law. I have to say though, I am less annoyed at Susan, because I am a bit annoyed at Susan in some parts of her run, mainly the Daleks episode. Ian and Barbara are great as a tandem. I love Barbara's hair for some reason. The swoof is always the first thing that I see in her. Bit of a crush. Anywho, I'll give this episode a 3.5 for just being there, because there's no continuity there, so fanboys don't shred it to bits. But I may be apologizing. I may be a William Hartnell apologizer, but it is the first season, and you can't judge someone by the first episode. Okay, my name is Ian, and I comment about the world.